Okay, can we talk about interruptions to your workday? When you have something really important planned and you're thrown a major curveball and nothing seems to be working in your favor. And it can be anything from computer issues to someone you have scheduled to speak on a major Zoom presentation cancels at the last minute. The list goes on and on. So basically, you've lost control of your work environment, right? Now, I'm an entrepreneur, as I'm sure some of you are, but it doesn't even matter what area of work you're in. We've all found ourselves having to react to, adapt to, and overcome challenging situations. And it's not always easy. For me, working from home as a voice actor, my environment, as in the sound of my environment, is crucial. I'm fortunate enough to have a room that is great for recording the majority of the time. But when you have a building going up across the street from you, there are sounds from a construction site that cut through everything. Recently, I was booked to do 3 radio spots for a bank, and the session was scheduled for 3 hours. Well, the day before, I was in my studio, I was working on some auditions, and all of a sudden I heard these ungodly sounds coming from the construction site, unlike anything I'd ever heard before. And this building has been going up for over 2 years. And I had such a moment of panic because I thought, what if these sounds are happening during my session tomorrow? There's no way that that can happen. Well, I remembered reading an account on social media from another voice actor who also lived across the street from a construction site. And she actually went to the foreman and asked if they could accommodate her during her session the next day. And surprisingly, they said yes. So I said, Karen, you have to get up the nerve to do the same thing. So I went across the street, asked for the foreman. His name is Tony. And I explained to him my situation. And he, with a very big laugh and big smile, said, so basically, you want us to shut the F up during your session tomorrow, right? And I said, oh, not quite, Tony, but if maybe between the hours of 10 and 1 you could not summon the devil from the bowels of the earth, that would be helpful. Well, I didn't say that, but you get what I mean. Anyway, he said, sure, no problem. I'll make a note of it to myself, but take my cell number just in case. Beautiful, right? Fast forward to 9:50 a.m. the next morning, and there goes that ungodly noise again. Well, I started to panic. I texted Tony, didn't hear back. Called him, it went right to voicemail. Meanwhile, I'm scheduled to connect with the remote engineer any minute now. Well, miraculously, Tony calls, and very cheerfully he says, hey, Karen, I'm headed downstairs to tell the guys to stop. You should be good to go in 90 seconds. Amazing, right? So all went well, and in fact, just the other day, I did 2 more radio spots for the same client. You gotta love repeat business. And the construction is finally done. But more importantly, the situation taught me that even when things seem dire, with creative, bold thinking, there is often a solution. And for me, I also had to summon the wisdom of my mother, who has always told me, it doesn't hurt to ask. So I hope this story has inspired you in some way to think boldly and outside of your comfort zone the next time you have to deal with major interruptions and curveballs in your workday.